All right, Coach, if you would start out with an opening statement, please.
I felt good about today's match, especially as we got into sets 2 and 3. Set 1 was a little shaky. I think that there was just a little bit of first match in the NCAA tournament jitters, and we struggled to side out, but kind of Webster did too, and we kind of this game of runs. I think that once we kind of settled in a little bit, our offense came around a little bit. We were certainly very effective, I thought, from the pins, from the left and right side. I think that when we did get in system and were able to get a good rhythm with our middles, then it was good from there as well. But I think that we need to try to create a little bit more opportunity for us to find that kind of offensive rhythm that we've played with for a good amount of the season this year, and I think that we just kind of struggled to find that a little bit. So it got better as the match went on, though, and that's all I can ask.
Did you change approach at all to go to the outsides more rather than the middle?
I've got a lot of confidence in our setter to be able to make some game time adjustments and decisions. I mean, it's not something that we really talked about with, but Lauren Hayskamp is able to find a very good just kind of flow of the game, and she makes good decisions, and she's able to keep track of who's being successful and where we need to attack from. So,
Jen, it almost seemed like everything that you were hitting ended up falling today.
Yeah, I felt good out there for it being the first match, and definitely credit to our setter Lauren, because she was able to push the ball out to the pin, and which opened up a lot of angles on the court for me, and kind of knew where their holes were in the defense, so I tried to attack those.
You were also involved in a lot of long serving runs. It seemed like your serves kind of helped take them out of their rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, on the service line we try to be aggressive but be consistent, so that's all I was trying to do.
I mean, did you notice that you're taking their offense out a little bit by the way you were serving?
We find, we call it zones, and we try to attack those that we think are will be the most effective, and I think that, that's what I was able to do today, and hopefully that continues.
Were you guys a little surprised to see them come out so strong?
They were fighting for their season just like we are every time we step out on the court now, and they've got nothing to lose, so we were expecting that, and I think we responded to that well.
Mary, 4 blocks at the net. What was the biggest thing for you?
During that game, we knew that they had a very defensive-oriented team. We knew that they had good blockers, and it's kind of our job as middles to close as many blocks as we can and get up and be defensive as much as we can. So maybe when things aren't clicking offensively as much for us, we still have to be defensively minded and do the best we can in that aspect. So
Does it make it easier on you defensively when you have someone like Jenna pounding it out on the outside?
it does. It does make it easier. And also, we as blockers have been very spoiled because our back row is so good this year. We have a great defensive back line, and that's huge for us too. So,
Coach, your thoughts on the performance of the net today?
Yeah, I think that we made some adjustments in the second and third set from a blocking standpoint that I think the team took to heart and executed much better. I think that when we did kind of stay in front of those middles a little bit more and force them to have to make some choices, it also and then they did a great job. The middles did a great job of then getting out to the pins and putting up strong blocks out there as well. So. I felt like the team responded to the adjustments that we made and did a nice job.
How about the defensive effort on the All-American Kirsten? You guys seem to take her out of her rhythm.
Well, she was definitely a focal point of what we were trying to do. I think that honestly, I think that it was from the service line that we kind of took her out of the play. But she's a great player, and when they were in system, we were having a hard time defending their offense, not just her, but when they got the ball up to their setter and were able to use 3 options, I mean, they were able to find some seams against us. Again, I think that we did a better job of making some of those adjustments, but they've got a nice group.
Thanks very much.